your wife, you have your kids, your finances are right, you have your house, but now you want that thrill again. You can't have a high-end sports car because you don't have that much money and you have kids. You want to get that Gallardo, but you can't. I found another alternative. Here I have a 2011 S6 Audi, and it doesn't have the conventional V8 like 4.2 liter like the RS4 did. No, we have the same exact 5.2 liter V10 that you get out of the Gallardo. So now you have a detuned version of the Gallardo, so you're making around 400 and change horsepower. This one's APR stage 1 tune on it, so we are making 455, and we are making 455 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. And of course, the wonderful factor of Audis is Quattro, that all-wheel drive. So you do have all-wheel drive all the time, and yeah, let's get into it. Let's talk more about it. Let's go. All right, now we are in the 2011 S6. I know, service due, yeah, la 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 la. Let's get going. As you can tell, it's fast. It's very fast. But one thing I really do like about this S6 is that it really is composed. And what I mean by that is when you're driving over a bump, or when you're driving in a corner with this vehicle, traction, it doesn't matter because it's always there with this car. Like what I've experienced, and it may not be true, but whenever I really went into a corner crazy with it, it doesn't slide, it won't let you slide, it won't let you get out of control. It always maintains stability. And that's a big thing I really like about Audi, not Audi in particular. Audi as a brand really is well known for doing that. They're really well known for making an all-wheel drive platform that is perfect. Like, they really do well with it, and they stuck with it with all these years. They stuck with it in rally racing, they stuck with it in road racing, and they stick with it in their road cars. And now you got this 5.2 liter V10 from the Gallardo. Oh. And it's just a joy of fun. It's so much fun. It's so easy to drive this car. Now, sometimes when you're in first, it bucks a little bit back and forth. That's just something that's known. But other than that, I mean, it's really easy. It's really easy to drive, and you can be a businessman with it. Not necessarily it's not necessarily like, oh, you really can't drive this every day, it's out of character. Like M3s, M5s, well, in this category, this would be in the same comparison and competition with a BMW M5 or an E63 AMG Mercedes. But the one thing that stands with this is that you get all-wheel drive versus the other two competitors that are rear-wheel drive. Audi's always known for making all-wheel drive vehicles. Even their S or RS models are also fully all-wheel drive. So it's really cool to have the fun factor, but also having the practical factor as well. Yeah, and like I said, this car is not stock. It does have an APR stage 1 tune, so it makes around 455 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. And I can tell you, you definitely feel all the torque, even in the low bands. And there's no superchargers or turbos on this vehicle. It's all basically NA, 5.2 liter V10 NA. No superchargers, no turbos. So it's pretty cool. No boost problems to worry about. And the good thing about an S6, you can pick an S6 up right now for like 35, 40 grand with like around 40 to 60,000 miles on it, and that is awesome. You can basically, this is basically the 4-door Lambo, basically. V10, 5.2 liter out of Gallardo. You can't afford a Gallardo, you can get one of these. So not bad at all. Actually, really cool, really great, and yeah. So Audis are really well known for being sleepers. Like the S6 looks really close to an A6. You know, of course it comes with different wheels and better brakes and stuff like that, but externally the S6 looks practically the same. I mean, if you're really a true enthusiast, you can really spot those things out that make an S6 different from an A6. But really, it's just that motor. I mean, of course, this is red and with a black roof and black wheels, and it's lowered. Oh, and to talk about the mods that are on the car. This car, actually, the way that it looks like it's on coilovers, but it's not. It's actually on H&R lowering springs. It lowered the car by 1.2 inches all the way around. And to be honest with you, it feels absolutely great. They don't like, they soak up the bumps because you still have the stock shock absorbers, and you just have springs onto it, and it soaks up the bumps very well. You know, versus other aftermarket coilovers that you get a really firm ride. A lot of people overlook the S6. A lot of people always try to go for M3. Oh, gotta get an M5, E39, E60, or F10 automatically. A lot of people say, oh, AMG model, W212 E-Class. You need 63. But then when you really think about it, you don't have to necessarily. Everyone always overlooks the option of Audi, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, this motor is kind of, I wouldn't say foreign, but it's not common in most motors. So repairs on it are going to be pretty steep. This is basically the same layout as the Lamborghini Gallardo motor V10. And also the Audi R8. So this is not the first Audi they put this into, but to put this into a sedan, I'm just surprised it even fit and to be functional. But a 5.2 liter V10, incredible, in a sedan, this is like perfect for it. You know, it doesn't buck around. It actually is really calm until you get on it. It sounds like it got dumps on the exhaust, but but it's great. It's one of those cars where you really have to step back and really take a look at it in depth. Yeah, but when Audi, with this car, you really have to take a step back and really look at it. I mean, you get a lot for your money here, and you picking these up for 30, 40 grand. You know, they really didn't value well, I mean, as far as on the market. But to have a V10, and if you can afford the repairs, you know, sometimes, you know, repairs can come and go with these cars, depending on how much you take care of it. But this one's got 55,600 miles on the cluster, and it's pretty good. It's very good, actually. It's, you know, it's now, like, these are the last big gigantic motors in these regular luxury sedans. They don't do it anymore. Only, you know, like BMW used to have a V10 in their 5 Series. The M5, the F, I think it was the E60, the E60 M5, and they don't do it anymore. You know, Mercedes, they used to be big V8s. Now, you know, they're starting to really put turbos on their car to get more efficiency, and you know, that's the way the world's coming. So to see something like this, you know, and I have, like, to bring you back to where we came from as far as with cars and to where we're going in the future, it's awesome. You know, it's so guys, as you saw in this review, the 2011 S6, I say thank you. Continue to subscribe, follow along, have other people join in as well, because I'm only going to give you more material at the end. JR14, you guys have a great day, and see you next time. Take care.